'cause I want this. Hey, all I know.
All right. What up? We are here with a very special episode today of the Greycious Podcast. Like always, I am your host, Devon Gray.
Hostess, Jaelyn Gray.
And we are joined today by my siblings and my mother. So we have my mom, your Mommy Davis.
Mommy Davis.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Jordan. I'm Jaelyn.
And you, how old are you?
15. 17.
And those are my little brothers. I'm the oldest of them. And I also have a sister that I'm older than. But, so today we're going to...
Jay, pick your mic up when you talk. You don't have to all the time, but like when you talk.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Already forgetting.
I'm 17.
They trying to make their voice all deep. They don't even really sound like that for real. They don't even sound like that for real. But so today we're gonna start off with Gray Way, No Way. We're gonna talk about. We all wrote down some questions that we're just gonna ask. Lighthearted, some spicy questions. Just to fill the room. They live in another state than I do, so I don't get to see them that often. So that's why it's so cool that they came. And my birthday is in 2 days. Yep. Jordan's birthday just passed, so it's cool getting to see them and hang out with them and get a chance to film a video.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the drink. So today we all have peach bellinis because they're from Georgia, and so yeah, we got some peach bellinis. Of course, Jay and Jordan's is non-alcoholic, but it still is a peach bellini nonetheless. So yeah, those are the drinks we have today.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, did y'all take y'all sips already?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
thank
birthday.
you.
Cling.
Thank you. All right. We've never had guests before, so we're trying to get it.
We're not guests. We're like
On the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is our first time having to deal with multiple mics, multiple seating arrangements. It's been a production.
Yeah.
And we don't even really
Respect.
have a lot of stuff like that, so it's crazy.
Mad respect.
Okay. So, you introduced the drinks already.
Yep.
So, do you want to start Grey Way, No Way?
Yes.
You want to ask him this time or you want me to?
I can ask them.
Okay.
Okay. So,
You going to explain it, though?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, Grey Way, No Way is basically you're going to get a topic or an idea, and then if you think you would do it, you would say Grey Way. And if you think you wouldn't do it, you'd say No Way. So, that's how that works. So, for the first one, Grey Way, No Way, pet clothing.
No way.
No way? No way?
No, Gray Way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I don't
sir.
even like pets, so.
Jay, you
Don't
just were saying you
even
wanted a
do that.
snake.
Snake. I'm not going to put clothes on my snake.
I guess you have a point there. I love putting Coda in clothes. Grey Way?
Great way.
Grey Way.
Yeah. Did Coco ever have clothes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Definitely.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we got one No Way and everybody else Grey Way. You just got to be different, huh?
I don't like big stuff. You have to walk and.
And pick up poop.
Hey, I like something you can hold for a little bit, then put back in the cage.
Yeah, because you see, we don't mess with Chaos at all. Like, she just roam around, and when we want to take her out, we take her out.
I want like a fish or an iguana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very low maintenance.
An iguana would be cool, actually. All right, next one.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Grey Way, No Way, socks with sandals.
Ooh,
No way. No way.
Yeah, no way.
Definitely a No Way.
No way.
But what
Glad
about
we all
socks
agree.
with, like, slides? Or, like,
Yeah.
Birkins?
Yeah.
Slides are different.
Slides, yeah, for sure. I never.
Slides
Yeah.
Socks, no slides is crazy. These are slippers.
Oh my.
We had this guy that used to walk around our campus. What?
I love you.
Oh, we had a guy that used to walk around our campus with slides on, but he would never have.
Yeah, he wouldn't
socks.
ever have socks on. So like it's just bare toes exposed.
And his nickname was Toes.
Everybody called him Toes because it was like he always
Yeah.
wore slides with no socks.
He was cool.
But he was also, was he Jamaican? Yeah, he was Jamaican. So like
It's just
it was definitely a cultural type
Yeah,
thing. That
yeah.
was
Yeah.
that. But
cool.
okay, Gray Way or No Way musicals.
Oh, great way.
It depends on the musical.
Right.
Like, I like when they like switch it up and they start rapping a little bit.
Like Hamilton?
Like Hamilton, exactly.
I didn't like Hamilton.
I love Hamilton.
Really?
I didn't like they were rapping like for real.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I wasn't rocking with Hamilton. I need to try it again.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a musical girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're probably why we like musicals.
Definitely a musical
Jordan?
girl.
Great way.
What musicals do you like? I ain't never heard you singing to no musical.
Really?
He just saying
You
great
like
way.
musicals?
I would go.
But what musicals do you like?
Just say it.
You know all those?
Are you saying stuff? You like musicals?
I guess all those zombies and Descendants movies are musicals.
Oh, then yeah, great way.
Oh, you're right. You used to love Descendants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is a musical.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a musical.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Great way.
Cameron Boyce.
Yeah, Cam. What is his name?
Cameron Boyce.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
so
R.I.P.
cute.
What?
I'm saying he was like a cute like child star.
Oh, okay. Next.
Anyway, the next one is joint bank accounts. Gray way.
Gray way.
Gray way.
Gray. I'm gonna say gray halfway.
Gray halfway?
Halfway.
Gray is the halfway.
It depends. It depends because are we both financially stable? Because like some people, I might have a little more. You might just lost whatever you had going on.
So you think that would warrant y'all not both having an account?
No, I'm saying like if we're both stable, if we're both financially stable and financially responsible, great way. But if you're like, I can tell like you're not gonna do right by the money.
Yeah.
No way.
If
That's
she's
nice.
mature, then yeah. But if she too toxic and all that, no.
Yeah.
What is toxic?
Like she gonna run through
Right.
your money. She'll
Take
run
all
through
the
her
money.
money, then run through your money. Yeah. We just started having joint bank accounts.
Yep, we did.
How's it
And
working out?
it's been cool. What's hard is like it kind of feels I think because I always like
Check it.
every other hour I'm looking at my bank account like I know I didn't spend anything. So I'm always checking it. It's so like whenever we get like her check will be in there, my check will be in there, we'll of course like pay the bills and then we will disperse money like out. But it's hard because one, we don't make just a bunch of money yet. So it's like how much do we give to ourselves for like fun? And then with my
Yeah.
birthday coming up, I know she wanted to do things, but
I'm sorry.
what is that?
It's your birthday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sorry.
With-
It's your birthday.
With my birthday coming up, it's like I know she wanted to like get gifts and stuff like that, but it's like if we send the money, if I send the money to her, it's not really me sending money to her because it's her money too, but it's like I know that this bill is coming up. I cannot have a gift, but it doesn't give her the opportunity to give it or
Yeah.
to say, okay, I'd rather do the bill. You know what I mean? So it's hard because it's like, I don't know. It's hard to like disperse the money for the fun parts.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
and
just
it's hard
like-
for me because I also have, like, we turned Devon's account into a joint account, but I also have my account, and so naturally in your phone, your account or your app is gonna open up to your account, and so to be able to check that account or get anything from that account, I would have to log out of my account and then go to the joint account, and so that's the hard part for me because it's like.
Too much.
Yeah, it feels like I'm ripping and running sometimes when
Yes.
like looking into the accounts and stuff. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, there's definitely not a problem with like spending. Like I don't check like, let me see if she spent any money today. Like I'm not
Yeah.
that type of person. But
Oh, second I spend something, Chris is like, sending me a text message. Did you just order something from Amazon? You know I just ordered it. Because you checking the account. Like, you already know.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's cool. Like, we have, ours is joint. But, yeah, all the activities is shown. But there's certain times, like, when I want to do stuff for his birthday, I will literally say, hey, don't go in and check the account because I'm trying to do something for you.
And we'll do that, too.
Yeah.
Like, we definitely have open policies with, like, our phones and stuff like that. And so I'll be quick to, like, take a picture and then go on her phone to find the picture.
Yeah.
And so, but we know, like, okay, your birthday's coming up. Don't really go.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, don't be looking around. One time, remember whenever you ordered those beats for me, and then I got the message came up on my Gmail because she was logged into the wrong email account.
I was logged into our joint email account, and then I did the Target order through there. And so then he said he knew the whole time, and I was like, I got these 2 weeks ago. I could have.
And what was funny was like it popped up and it was like your order is ready. Like I was in class, it said your order is ready, and I was like, what? And then she texted me. She's usually like at home or something like that, and so she texted me one day and she was like, oh, I'm gonna run to go get some lashes, or you said something like you were going somewhere, and I was like, sure. And I eventually told her like, yeah, I knew you were getting it, but
I was just so mad.
It's cool though. Like I think that works out though. I think I would definitely want to keep trying it out just because it's hard to be like, I hated asking like, hey, this bill's coming up, because we go pretty much 50-50 on bills. So it's hard to be like, hey, can you send your 50? Like I hated doing that. Like it just
50-50? Like really 50-50?
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk.
I was looking. Well, we don't really do 50-50.
I mean, for like bills for the
like the rent.
Yeah.
The rent we go 50-50, but the
essentially necessities of
like water bill and stuff like that, we I mean we don't know anymore because it's all together.
It's all joint.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to worry about that. You just kind of just pay out of the joint. Yeah.
Right. But so Greyway maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Jay's so chill.
Right.
He's so chill.
All right. That was the last of the Greyway No Way, so that's how that works. But now we're gonna go ahead and move into the juicy stuff. So I guess we'll have Jay open us up with a question.
Jay?
All right. Let's do it. If everybody in the line made $10 million tomorrow, what y'all do with it?
What would you
10?
do with it?
10
$10
million.
million?
I think answer in order so that way we can keep.
Including me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, first of all, I would like have somebody keep $5 million put up like that. I can't touch it all. And I'm not gonna lie, like the first couple months, I'll buy stupid stuff like
Right.
$1 million, $2 million worth of stupid stuff, and like with the rest of the three, I like disperse it among like family, like 100,000 here, 100,000 there, and I should have like enough left to be stable for a little while, and then get a house, and then after that, it'll be pretty much like gone. And then use the $5 million for whatever I need for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Nice. Sounds a good plan to me.
Yeah.
Jordan?
I would buy a lot of stuff. I would buy food. I would buy clothes. I would buy a bunch. And then when I see because I'm probably spent $1 million already on stuff. So then I'll probably give back to like charities and the homeless and just build help more out in the world with people. And then I'll probably give money out to my parents and then people in my family that were with me through a lot.
That's gonna cost some.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really it. And then the rest I'll just spend on me when I get older.
Nice.
Okay. Jay is my yin yang. Who we think alike. The first few, I'm about to go stupid. I'm about to get stuff that I just
Crazy. I'm about
I'm about to go crazy on this. Then I'm going to buy all of my children their homes. I'm about to stack my mom up. I mean, she'll probably already have her house. If her house isn't paid for, I'm paying for it, plus a vacation house.
That's smart.
And then I'm gonna get a vacation house for me and my husband, where it's just like away, like on a private island that we could just escape to.
Would you buy the island or just get a house on the island?
I'll probably just get a house on the island. Yeah. I like people, so I don't have to buy my own island. Like, I want to see people.
Good point.
So,
Good point.
I want to be around people. But I definitely, like, it would be little things, like George could be like, oh, my car's having issues. Oh, bet. I'm about to buy you a car.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
You want a car? I'm going to get you a car. So, yeah. But I'm with Jay, the first part. I'm about to, like, just go stupid on this
Just
stuff.
dumb.
People gonna be like, why are you even, like, what's the point?
Why buy that?
Like, buying out malls, like, stuff I'm never even gonna wear.
Right.
Like, I know, like, when they leave, like, with 30 boxes from Foot Locker, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just walk through the mall and just, that looks cool, I want it.
All your homeboys is in there.
Yeah, just
go.
I would
do whatever
definitely
y'all
bless
want.
my family. Like, as far as even my extended family, like my Aunt Wanda, my Aunt Lori.
Yeah.
$1 million
like,
can go a
it
long
really
way.
Can. And you don't even have to do, like, a whole lot, but something just to be like,
I mean, think about
$10,000
$10,000 dispersed between however much makes $1 million. What is that? What is $1 million? 10,000.
100. 10,000.
110,000.
I'm out of school.
Right.
I got my degree.
Yeah, I think, first of all, like the first $1 million, $2 million, I would get literally every car I want, but in pink. Like, it would just be like, I have a pink motorcycle, I have a pink truck, I have a pink Lamborghini, I have a pink Jeep, I have a pink Bronco. Like, literally, I would just get every car that I could in pink. And then after that, now that the good things are settled, I would get, I saw this one thing, and this lady basically died, but before she died, in her will, she put that she was going to fully pay for all of her nieces and extended nieces to go to school. So she fully paid for their colleges. And so I think that I would do that and, like, pay for a college, or, like, if you want to start this business and you're serious, you have a business plan, you can get this money to kind of plant that seed to start a business.
That's cool.
So I think I would do that. And then I would also get a couple rent houses, probably in a lot of different places, and Airbnb them.
So make money.
Yeah, but I would make them like one of the Airbnbs that it's like, it's all pink, or it's like a whole glass house, like something really cool like that, to where people would want to go to it just because, oh, this is the Airbnb that does this.
Yeah.
Or does
Like
that.
when you search on TikTok, things to do in da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that would
pop up.
definitely pop up. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So I think I would do that, and
Love
then
that.
obviously pay off my student loans. So yeah,
Right, like,
and then maybe I'll extend that and be like, "Hey, mom, you want me to pay off those loans for you?" So yeah, I just don't want people to be held back by debt. So
yeah,
I think that'll be cool to be able to help with like educational things and businesses.
Facts. So I think for me, that was one of mine. I definitely wanted to get some Airbnb properties, and I was thinking like Mojo Dojo, Casa House, and Barbie houses. Mm-hmm. So like in different places, it would be like a literal split of the house. Like one area would be like all guy, like typical guy stuff, and the other, and then the other one is like all girly and pink and stuff like that. Yeah, and just have a like. You know those getaway houses, those getaway cabins that are like in different states or whatever?
Yeah.
It'd be like those. And so I liked that idea. So I was definitely I was thinking I was going to do that already, and you said the same thing. So
Yeah.
glad we'd be in the same place with our 10 mil.
Right.
But I would do that.
We're over here spending. We're trying to save money.
Right.
I'm trying to double it.
No, don't get it messed up.
Right. I did say that the important things will get taken care of first, and that's the pink cars.
Yeah, don't get it messed up. I'm definitely going to go get some cars. But I think what I would do would be, like, I would get everybody to fly to a place, and I pay for, like, everybody's stay, everybody's flights, and all that, like, everything. And then try to get it to where, like, money is put aside to where every year, like, we could all, not every year, but maybe, like, for the next 3 years, everybody could fly to one place and not have to worry about financials and just make it there.
Yeah, I think too, like with the flying to one place, I think everybody should leave the country. And I know my brother's first time leaving the country was joining the Navy. And so I definitely think I would want to bring people somewhere, and not just Mexico. Like, I think we need to go to Switzerland and go on a ski trip, like stuff like that. So that way you can experience things outside of your world that you live in every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I do that, and that would probably be a couple mil, and then I would probably, instead of giving like my immediate family stuff, I think that I would put aside enough for like you were saying with the businesses and with the school fund for like their kids.
Yeah.
Or if they don't want to use it on their kids, that's fine. But something that's like, in 10 years, you'll get this money.
Yeah.
So whatever you need at that time, you have $20,000 just, I know in 2045 I'd get a random 10, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just something that's like down the line, not right now, you know what I mean? If I was handed to it right now. So I don't think,
What if that person needed it right now?
Well,
I need it right now.
it's not your problem to have to fix. You're just being generous.
Yeah.
So it's like, you need to definitely solve your own problems, so that way you can be more appreciative when you get it, rather than this problem came up and all of a sudden I get $10,000 or $10 million and now you're like, oh, I need it now. And it's like, no, this is my gift to you, so I can decide when I can give it to you.
And also,
That new generation.
my last
time when they give it to you, like they are hardcore. They're gonna make you learn something. They're gonna make you humble.
Right. You gotta work for it. But I think like my last $2 million, I would probably do like, so with the family reunion thing, a part of that would be some type of like scholarship fund, or like some type, I don't know if it's gonna be a competition where it's just based off of whatever or luck or whatever it is. And it's like you get the, like, y'all all come to the family reunion or whatever, and somebody will be dedicated like that money.
Yeah.
And so it's like they can win that money, but it's like, oh, this is fun, so we're excited to go to this. We might win some money type of thing. I don't know, like maybe swapping one of these other things out, because all that other stuff sounds expensive, but I also want to have an art museum.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I would love to like go to my school and buy one of the, like buy the art museum that's there, and it become the Gray Museum. That'd be fire.
I'm gonna get a big old house and decorate it like his house. For real. That's been my.
I could take the names.
That's
out.
been my dream ever since.
Yeah, his house was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Look, our mom had this boss. He had like the best house ever. He had like, I mean, it's a little sad when you think about it too much, because you had like all these dead animals. Animals die every day. Yeah, he had like he was like a hunter or whatever, so he had like all these not stuffed, but like they were real, and he just had them stuffed. But they were like all these. He had polar bears.
He had a polar bear
You walk into the front
in the
door,
middle of
and
the
a big
kitchen.
White polar bear was right there.
In the living room was like an African safari.
Yes, a big
Like
elephant.
A bear,
Yeah, there was a bear
zebra,
one.
And I remember he had
a bear rug.
Yeah,
It was-
everything.
In the kitchen, he had a giant alligator like crawling down the wall.
Oh yeah.
And it was all real animals, and he
It was
would literally
all
sit there and tell you like, "Oh, I was here and here whenever I
I
killed."
went to Africa
Yeah.
and I killed this with my bear.
And then, like, it was crazy with the lions. Like, he had like the real grass under it.
Yeah.
So it was so.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It was crazy.
insane.
That house was crazy.
So I'd definitely get a house themed to different
Yeah.
animals.
Would there be a room
That's so
for me?
cool. I mean, it'd be like 5-6 bedrooms.
Just pick
Just
one.
pick where you want to.
Right.
Really, you could just get a pink room and say it's for her, and then Jaelyn would probably want to stay there too.
Yeah.
So that's killing two birds with one stone.
There you go.
But yeah,
Jordan?
All right, cool. Jordan, what's your question? That was a good question.
All right. What do you think the most important life skill or value your parents taught you?
You can start us off.
Mine is probably to use your voice, like my mother taught me. She was always saying that we need to use our voice and speak up when things aren't right and when things aren't said. And especially when I had to go down in Texas to visit my dad and things weren't always the best down there, I would always have to speak up, because usually I just let stuff slide, and I'd come back home and then I'd tell like what happened. But instead I didn't speak up at the time, and nobody knew how I felt or anything. But if you start speaking up and using your voice and telling everybody how you feel, because no one knows how you feel unless you really say it.
Exactly.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And what's crazy is a lot of people take a long time to like figure that out, and then you just sit there or they don't, and you just sit there and suffer. So it's
Suffer part.
yeah, it's good. That's good. That's good. How about you?
I would say my mom and my grandma really taught me loyalty. Like, even if my core family with you guys, even if you're wrong, I'm never going to put that in public. Like, you're right. But I'm going to, behind the scenes, I'm going to talk to you, but I got your back. So, as long as you are, they taught me, my mom and my grandma both taught me that you stand behind your children and that you love them, you support them. It is unconditional love. And you talk whatever out, but then after that, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. Your children are your most special, your most prized possession. I don't want to say possession, but until they become married, they are your possession because you have this responsibility and you have to let them feel no matter what choice you make, I got your back. Even when you're wrong, I got you. I'm going to tell you you're wrong, but I got you.
Yeah.
And I learned that with them.
I think my family mostly taught me that, like, if you feel it in your heart to give, then go ahead and do it, because you never know when you're going to be on the receiving end or when you're going to need to be on the receiving end. And so I think I always have lived by that, and I try to give as much as I can. And then I also need to receive sometimes. And so I feel like I never feel bad when I need to receive things from people because I always give. And so it's not like, oh, well, I didn't do this or I didn't do this, because I know I can think of a time that I've given to that person. I can think of a time that I've done something specifically for that person to where I feel like I don't have to feel bad because this is going both ways.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're more of a giver or a receiver?
I think I'm more of a giver, naturally at least. But I do think in this phase of life that I'm receiving a lot from, like, Devon, of course. But I think now it's more like mutual in most of our relationships. Like, I don't have a lot of relationships where I'm just giving and not getting anything back.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, or receiving, and then it's just
you
like,
don't give anything back to
I
them.
don't give anything back to them. Even, and I'm saying just like you don't have to give monetary things to people.
Absolutely.
You can give conversations to people or advice or even clothes or something like that. So I just think it's definitely more mutual now, but I'm definitely more of a giver than a receiver. Mostly because I don't ask for a lot anyway, so.
True. I think for me, I would say I learned, like, mine was going to be along the line of Jordan's, like, to make sure that you stand up for yourself and stand up for others that you notice are being done wrong. And so, like, I know in college and in a lot of other situations, there will be an issue that has nothing to do with me, but I'll take it on as my problem. And I know, like, you would come home from work at times and you'd be like, so-and-so is dealing with this, and I'm going to have to go and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, that has nothing to do with you. But because you stood up for them, a lot of people would come to you and rely on you. And it can be hard at times, but I enjoy people relying on me and people, like, counting on me for things and coming to me and trusting me with their problems and stuff. So I think that growing up, I learned a lot, like, to make sure that I speak up for myself, but also speak up for other people. So, yeah.
I think the most important lesson I've been taught by my parents was just simply think before you do something. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. Because I like look around and I'm like, there's so many people my age that are like just crash outs. Like it's like, what made you do what you just did? Like, what's your thought process before you do this? Like, they just up and do. Like, somebody will say do something, they just do. Like, they don't. Yeah. I'm glad it's been instilled in me to, like, this doesn't make sense. You probably shouldn't get in that car. You probably shouldn't hang with those people. So
I remember you used to say, like, don't. It was like, I don't know exactly, but it was like, don't do something today that will affect your tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, you're like, you don't want to make a decision today without thinking about how it's going to affect your life next week or how it's going to affect your life in 2 months or 5 years or 10 years. So you definitely like,
because I've seen like so many situations where I was like, if I didn't have this mindset, like I've seen like if I would have went down this road with these people, I probably would have been just as deep as they would have been into it.
yeah.
But I had the sense to be like, no, I'm not, I can't come tonight, or I don't want to.
Yeah.
Who's driving? What are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Have you had any situations where like you had the feeling not to do something and then something did go wrong and you were like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's been so many times where I was like, hey, come here with us. Now we're going to the movie. We're going somewhere. I'm like, all right, like what's going on? Who's all going? I hear oh, now I know that person. And then they ended up, so they end up being all in one car. Mind you, they're all packed up in this little 5-seat car, and it's like 8, 9 of them.
Yeah.
And they were listening to music. The dude ended up getting distracted and hit a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, nobody was hurt. He got in a lot of trouble, though. Then there was another situation where I was invited to this party, and I didn't even know like nobody bad was going to be there, but something was like the way they're describing what's going on. I was like, do I really? It sounds fun, but it's like, is it worth my night? Yeah. And then they end up like the parents coming home, getting the cops called on them, and I was like, and hearing these stories, I'm like, dang, like one wrong. Let me go. I could have been in that cop car with them, in that tree, trying to figure out how they're gonna get home with them.
And what has she told us about if we call him from jail?
Right.
She's not going.
She's not coming. I'm so sorry that you're in that situation, son.
I feel like you would like write to us and stuff, but you wouldn't.
I'm definitely gonna write.
Yeah, you wouldn't get us out.
No.
So like
if it wasn't your fault.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
But if it's some stupidity you did that you should have, I don't visit prisoners.
I don't visit prisoners.
I don't do that over here.
I respect it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Bail.
Good one. What bail? Bail money.
You better call somebody else. Don't waste your phone call. They already know. Don't waste your phone call on me.
Who would y'all call?
If I wasn't
if you ever got arrested, who would be your one call?
I'd probably call Dia.
Dia?
Ah, that's the wrong one.
No, Dia she'd be mad.
Dia'd be yelling at you the whole ride. Sit in the car.
Angela, Jay just called me. And I don't know what he did. I don't know. Angela, I don't know. I don't know what he did.
My mother, by the way. They called Dia my mother. They and I respect it. They love their Dia. But she's going to make a phone call to me first. And she's going to ask me, what do you think?
Dia not going to let us sit in there.
Dia's not going to let us sit in there.
She's going to call, but Dia not going to let us sit in there.
And she's going to say, your mother thought it was not. And I agree with her. Is what's going to happen. That is what she's never going to go over.
Dia is not going to let us sit.
Dia's going to be too worried.
Right.
She's going to worry about you. But she's going to ask me, what should I do? Well, don't get them out.
Nah, we're going to have to talk to her.
Yeah,
I think it's going to have to happen. I think Dia's not going to let her. I don't think Mommy's going to let us sit in there.
You think she'll let us sit in there?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think she'll wait like a couple days or so.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think it will last
she'll
long.
Calm down a little bit. Mr. Chris will talk to her a little. Like, Angela, they messed up, and Mom was like,
"No, Mr. Chris would be like, leave him." Mr. Chris, my mom's trying to convince herself that we should be staying in there. That's what she's gonna like. If say I'm in jail, she's gonna try to convince herself that she should not get us out, and Mr. Chris is gonna be like, "Yeah, just leave him, just leave." But overnight, as she thinks about it, as she's laying down in bed thinking about, oh, my son's in jail, she's gonna stress about it, and things are gonna get worse, and then she's gonna. She's just gonna.
I talk an awful good game, but they know me.
I think we'll stay like maybe a night or 3 nights. 3 nights. Maybe 3 nights.
Then she'll be like,
then I
gotta get my babies.
Maybe Green. You've been released. You've been.
Now, when we get out, when you get out, she's not gonna be happy. She might be. No, she might not even want to talk. She might not even pick you up. It might be Mr. Chris coming to pick us up.
We got an anonymous call that somebody paid your bail.
Yeah, or we figure a way how to get home. She pays it, and then we got to figure out how to get where we need to get.
Right.
And don't think she's gonna let you live it down for a few months. She's gonna talk about it. You're hungry.
I can't buy you anything. I just paid your bail.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
Ooh-wee.
So my question, I do have a question. So my question is, if you needed an outlet, someone that you needed to speak to, talk to, who would it be and why?
About what? Anything?
Something that you just need. When I say outlet, it's like if you have something heavy on your shoulders that you need to talk to someone about.
Yeah.
Who would it be and why? Oh, mine's my mom, hands down. I always talk to my mom. She definitely, she's very neutral about a situation, and she humbles me as far as like when I go to her, she tries to find a solution.
Yeah.
So she's just like, why don't you look at it this way? And it could even be a conversation. She might even call me like the next day. Like, Angela, I've really been thinking about this. Why don't you try this? And that helps a lot because sometimes you go to people with problems, they don't have a solution. You're looking like, help.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, she'll have a solution for me.
She'll take that on. Like she'll take on your stresses and your problems as her own problem and figure out some way to help it.
And prior to that is always was my grandma. And when she got older, and this is before I would say 4 years before she passed away, I stopped going to her because she takes it on. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to be selfish because I was like, she needs to live a good life. Yeah. I'm just going to tell her good things so that she's not, because she does take that. She literally will sleep and be like, I can't sleep because I was really thinking about. Mm-hmm. So I stopped telling her those things. So my mom's that person. As she gets older, I probably will do the same where I'm like, okay, let me stop telling her too much. Yeah. But as of right now, hands down, it's my mom. I've always said, I mean it. And I have several, which we're going to go into on this podcast, where I'm literally like, grab your stuff and let's go because I got to take care of something. And she's like, what time are you picking me up? Like, no lie. Yeah. Hands down, been on my side, ready to go.
But y'all have had y'all's fallouts.
Oh, of course. We were mom and daughter.
And because y'all have such a strong relationship, it's like, of course that's going to happen.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's what family's about. You're going to have your fallouts, but at the end of the day,
yeah,
this person's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
But they're not.
And you realize, like, that it's another thing, too, whenever you lose somebody or, like, somebody's not able to give as much time into your life as they were before, and you realize it. Like, if you're constantly like, oh, let me tell... Oh man, I'm not talking to them right now. Like that shows something. Like that shows that you need to fix that relationship. But if there's somebody that like you cut off in your life, or like a friend that you're close to, you cut them off in your life, and then you're like,
I only had one fallout with my mom.
Yeah, just the only one I can think of.
Literally, the one fallout.
Yeah,
that was huge.
But yeah, like so if you cut off a friend or even a family member, and you're just like you never catch yourself like missing them, or you never catch yourself going to text them or wanting to call them, or just like, I wonder what they're doing. Then it's like, maybe they weren't feeding into your life that much anyway. So it's like, okay, that was a good thing that you probably cut them off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but the fact that like, I remember whenever you and Dia went through y'all stuff, it was like, she was still showing up daily, like trying to.
One argument?
Yeah, that one time. That one time, I just remember it was just like.
That's why I remember it so much.
It was just one time.
I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, it was just one time.
Yeah.
And so, but it was like Dia was still coming over all the time. Absolutely. And you were still like, you could just tell that y'all missed each other. It was like, okay, can y'all just, let's just make up at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dia's cool.
I would say two people because one, I would say Devon for sure. But I would go to Devon if I want help solving a problem. But if I just want to like be miserable and like just let myself go and cry and do whatever, have a nervous breakdown, I would go to my mom just because that's kind of how she is. Like she's able to sympathize with me and just be like, she knows when I'm like near the breaking point basically. And so, but the reason why I would say I would go to my mom for that versus Devon is because, like you were saying with Dia, Devon would take that on. And then if he has a lot going on, then I'm like, this is too much. So I'm not going to do that right now. But like even, for example, the one time that I can remember is I called my mom after the whole school thing happened where I was in the wrong classes and all that. And so the first person I called was my mom, but it was because, like, one, Devon was in class, and two, I knew my mom would see where I was coming from because it just so happened that was the same day, like the anniversary of my aunt passing. And so already I was on the verge, and then I got that news and I was like, ugh. And so, yeah, I think that's the difference in my two people, just because the different outlooks. And really, Devon and my mom are really, really similar. And the only thing that's different is that sympathy part. That's like, my mom is gonna be like, oh no, like, I feel so bad for you, like, she's crying with you at the end of the phone.
Your mom will sit in sadness longer than I'll try to let myself sit in sadness. Yeah. Like, her mom, if she calls her mom, or even if we talk to her mom will, like, you can talk to her and she'll be like, ugh, that is so sad. Like, that's so tough that you're going through that. I can't believe that happened.
Like, she'll literally be fasting all week because she heard problems from every single people. So she's like, oh, I'm going to fast for you today. And so every day it ends up that she's like fasting for something.
But then if she were to call me, I'd like, or when you did call me, I was more like, okay, well, we need to email. So I know so-and-so is over this department, so you need to email them. We will set up a meeting. Your mom is planning to come down on parent weekend, so set up the meeting that weekend so your mom can be here. And I was like, this is what we need to do. We don't need to sit here and be sad. What's being sad gonna do? That's kind of how I am. And I try to get better at that, but I am more like, forget being sad. We have problems to solve. Right. But I forget, like, sometimes I get so like, I don't want you to be sad, so let's fix it, rather than being like, you need to, you do, it is important to sit with sadness sometimes. But
you're trying to find a solution.
I want to find a solution. I feel like that's more of my role is, for sure. You can be sad, but let me go figure this out.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. What was the question again? Sorry.
Who you turn to?
Oh yeah, I definitely would say, it is hard to choose one. I would say Jaelyn for sure is like, no matter what it is, like, I'll just say it. And there's a lot of times that I'll be like, I don't want you to pick a side. I don't want you to be on my side. Or I'll say, I want you to tell me I want you to tell me the opposite. Like, how this is what's going on right now. Tell me how I'm wrong. Like, I'll tell her, I want you to call me out on my stuff so I can go back on. I want to be able to argue with you. Like, I'll tell her I need arguments. Like, I have to be able to, and you're like that a lot too. Like, you like to go back and forth with somebody, and not in an argument way, but it's like,
I just want to find out,
let's talk about it.
In what way you think I was in the wrong.
Exactly. How do you think I'm in the wrong? And we are back. The camera ran out of some data or space or something.
Yeah.
Like we say in every video, we are new, trying to work through all these things. But what I was saying was, other than Jaelyn, like, I call my mom and my grandma Dia the most, because it's like, I was saying I'll just be talking to them about, or maybe stressing about something, and randomly they'll be like, oh, your background's so nice. What is that? And I'm just like, oh, that's so-and-so. And then suddenly I'm giving them a full tour of my apartment.
Yeah.
And it's like, they've seen my apartment 20 million times, but like, they seem so interested in other things. And then it gets my mind off of it. And there's a lot of times when I can't get my mind off of certain situations. So I'm just like stressing. And then calling about it, not to complain, but just, it's on my mind. So I'm just talking about it. And then they're like, they talk about something random or something they have going on. And then suddenly it's off of my mind. So I think Jaelyn and Dia, and I had a long one, Dia, my mom. But Jay, how about you?
Mine is probably Kelsey. Me and Kelsey talk about everything.
Who's Kelsey?
Who's Kelsey?
Lovely girlfriend.
Ooh! Y'all podcast official. But y'all been together for a minute at this point.
A year next month.
Yeah, that's wild. Are you excited?
It's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
I feel like y'all done so much that it feels like it's been longer than that.
It does feel like longer.
I hate that we haven't gotten to meet her yet.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. But we will at
graduation and the trip.
Graduation and the trip, yeah.
Graduation coming up.
Yes, sir. So yeah, what does she do for you that makes you?
She's like, if I have a problem, she'll like obviously feel like the emotion, like try to make me feel better. Then she'll try to figure out like, okay, can't sit in this funk forever. Like, what are you gonna do? Get from.
Do you get in a funk?
I don't really. I don't never really have nothing that like goes on emotionally. Like, but if I have a problem, like whether it's like school, she'll like comfort me first. And then to figure out. But yeah, she's like really like level. She like level the balance because she'll never be like, oh no, this person is completely in the right. I mean in the wrong, and you're completely in the right. She'll tell me exactly why I was wrong, why I'm not right in this situation, and how I where I need work. So yeah, that's cool. I don't like when people like try to sugarcoat things or make you know you're going through something, so they like lie to you.
Yeah,
because it's not gonna solve anything. So I talk to her the most about pretty much everything.
Nice. Jordan.
I don't talk to myself, but I usually just keep it on myself or my mom. Like, if it's something like major, I don't know why. I usually go to my mom about stuff, and like, we'll sit and talk, or I'll just go in her room and ask how her day's going, just to like I usually ask how her day's going just to forget about mine, like, first, and I'll just be like, how was your day and stuff like that. Because I just really want to know, like, how everybody else's day was. And then she'll ask me how mine was. And it's usually okay. It's like school, so it's...
But do you usually just say it was okay? Or do you, like...
We'll have, like... Unless, like, something actually happens, we'll have, like, talks of the night. We'll be like... And then, like... Or I'll take my shower, and then I'll come back in the room at night. And, like, she'll pause the movie or, like, to hear, like, how everything was. And usually we'll talk till, like, Jaelyn gets home from work and stuff.
They'll say, let's do a check-in.
Yeah. She'll ask me how are me and Naraya. And my girlfriend.
My girlfriend. It's so crazy that y'all have girlfriends. That is so crazy. Because I guess I moved out. I moved away from them. Whenever I went to college, y'all were...
I was like 13, 14.
And you were...
So I was like 10.
He was like 10.
So y'all definitely didn't have girlfriends and stuff. And y'all were just little kids, and then I see y'all again, and then y'all are like, "Oh, hey, Devon." I'm like,
what? It's so crazy. I think about all the time. Like, I've had so many like situationships and like quote unquote girlfriends that y'all will never know about.
My bad.
No, I'm talking about like I never like felt like, oh, I like this person enough to even introduce them to my family.
Right.
I have a lot of people like that.
When you said I'm bringing Kelsey over,
that was like a major.
That was a good sign.
That is a good sign.
Major step.
Because it's important. Like, you want to be able to value the person enough to send them to your parents, your family, but you also value your family enough to like, I'm not even going to waste their time with this person.
I feel like you can know, like, even though you like this person, you can just like tell by your girl. You're like, dang, my mom's not going to get along with this girl, even though I like her. My mom's going to.
Side note, I remember when we went to Florida for Christmas, and we were all like sitting around talking, and y'all were just talking about how like basically y'all's mom allowed Devon to have me over. And then she was like, well, I mean, you can't just be bringing anybody over. Like, if you're going to bring somebody over, be serious about it. And then you're saying that y'all been together for like about a year. So literally right after that conversation is when you and Kelsey got together.
We met in June. We met into the January.
And that right
when we got back.
Yeah. It was in December.
Yeah. But I mean, we were talking about that too, because you would tell me like, Jay wants to do this and this, and I don't really know and I'm like, I mean, you got to trust them until you can't. And so far, I mean, you said everything's been going good with them. So, but you definitely do a good job with like, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't say good because that's relative, but like to us, I feel like we've been good to our girlfriends and now my wife. And so it's like, you allow us the space to like fully dive into a girl, even if that might not be the safest thing because you might get your heart broke, but it's like at least you learned from your heartbreaking, and nobody can ever say that we weren't good boyfriends to them,
right?
Because we are gonna spoil our girlfriends.
Set the bar.
We gonna set the bar high.
She always gonna remember.
That's my thing. That's my thing. I'm always just like, you gonna go to that next guy and be like, well, my last boyfriend. Right. That's how I've always been.
Even though like how Devon will like do face masks with me or like we'll like soak our feet and stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot of guys who wouldn't do that or be like, I'm not about to do that. And so it's cool that like y'all are all really open to do stuff like that and not be
And it makes
I'm
me
a
feel
man
so
type
good
thing.
as a mom to hear that because I'm super hard on myself as far as, and I've even backed off a little bit, especially with Jordan, of like, because I'm thinking, well, I'm being too, like, I'm very girly. So, but then I hear things like that when coming from their wife or a wife. Of like, I'm so glad he is open to do that because like I'll say let's throw a face mask on in a minute, but then I'm like, wait a minute, is that the right thing to do? Like,
I mean, that's like society though.
Am I doing this right? Like I'm so hard on myself as a mom, but at the end of the day, it's the bonds. It's like they know I love flowers, they know I love pink, they know I love smell good things, and they've taken that on, and so they give that to their girlfriends, their wives.
Yeah, because it's like we see these things make you super happy,
Right. So it's like
we might as well return it to our girlfriends.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so for mine, I think this is more towards like you two and you. When you first met me, well, no, I'm gonna word this. Okay, no. So, have I ever done anything to like hurt your feelings or something where you were looking at me like, this girl's crazy? But if not, then when you first met me, what'd you like think about me, or what was something that stood out about me, or a memory or something like that?
A little grin.
I'm trying to remember.
First of all, I was like, everybody had it so instilled and drilled in their head, like Jaelyn and Devon are just friends, and that could have been the case. But I'm like, nobody can spend this much time with another gender and it not go somewhere.
My dad says,
But everybody was like, so no, and I'm sitting there telling people like, no, they're gonna be together soon. They were like, no. But I don't think there was never really anything bad. Like, you were always respectful. You were always like interacted with me and Jordan when she came over, so that was really cool. But I ain't gonna. We were envious. We're like, dang, Devon got this girl over. We can barely have male friends over, and Devon got this girl in his room. But yeah, other than that, it was never really anything.
But I'm way older than y'all though.
Right.
But I feel like
You're way older.
Y'all always try to be like, man, y'all let that. I'm way older than y'all.
Yeah.
Like now you
So
can
when
say
you're
that.
16, they're like what, 11?
Yeah, like why would y'all have a girl over at
and
11 years
so,
old?
Come on. Like,
I'm just saying. I was like, damn. Maybe back then it wasn't the understanding. Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We were young.
Yeah,
We were young.
yeah.
I used to love it when Jaelyn came over because, let's start. First, she was nice. She would come in. She would say hi. She was really respectful. But then they used to always order food, and Devin used to be like, "Y'all want the rest?" Or he'll leave the box out on the counter.
He used to order a giant big box, and Devin
like-
would eat only half the
And
pizza.
then me and Jaelyn would just eat the rest, and I was like, "Yep, I like this." So every time Jaelyn came over, they either had Wingstop, pizza, stuff like that, and I was like, "Okay, we about to eat." I told Jaelyn we about to eat good tonight, and we just started dying in the living room. So yeah, and
That's
Jaelyn,
funny.
she was really respectful. She's cool.
To be honest.
Let me think. We had Dia. She's quiet. She was really quiet at first, but now when you're here, and she seems more closer to the family. So yeah.
I
She's cool.
always remember when, I don't even know where Jay was, but me, you, and Jordan, we all made that gingerbread house in Dia's kitchen. That was like a random day, and we were just like making a gingerbread house.
I think she just had like an extra one for some
Yeah, I
reason.
think my mom told me to bring it over or something.
Yeah.
I think with me, Jaelyn will always be my hype girl. Like, if I'm never around, Jay got it. Like, Jay's going to hype you up. She's going to cheer for you. She's going to rah, rah, rah. And that is such a comforting feeling. And she's always been like that from day one.
Mhm.
Like, like some girlfriends that maybe your sons bring home and you're just like, so, you good? Yeah. Jaelyn just, like, she came in like family.
Yeah.
Right from the gate. Like, it was no awkwardness. There was no, like Jordan said, super respectful. I didn't have too many rules because they were they really was great kids. I'm not saying that because they're my kids. They really were great kids. So there weren't that many rules. So they just were so nice. And even see their chemistry with the boys, very sweet to them. So, I mean, Jay was like family from day one. Like, it was
probably like not a lot of pressure because she initially came in as just a friend.
Yeah.
So it's like she didn't feel like, oh, I need to be on my P's and Q's.
Yeah.
And
She
y'all
did
weren't
not.
looking at her like, what she got. Like, it was just like, this is just Jaelyn. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
It's
Jaelyn.
literally like I would say my 3, but it's literally like Jay was always there. Like,
Yeah.
there was another, like,
Yeah.
it's been 4
Because
forever.
it definitely got to a point to where it was like, we need to invite Jaelyn too.
Yeah.
If we want
Or
Devon
even,
to
like,
come.
It was
Jonathan
fun.
would make food, and he would make me food too.
A plate too, yeah. Be like, we need extra chili dogs or what?
Yeah.
But yeah, what was the question? I can answer it too. What was it?
Oh, I
When
think
you
it was
first met.
It's when you met her.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's your question.
Oh, my question. And this video is already super long, so I'm gonna ask this question and then we'll probably wrap up.
Yeah.
All right. If you could only accomplish 3 things in life, what would they be?
Ooh.
I start? I don't like to start because then I can't think. Okay. So 3 things in my life that I want to accomplish. Definitely, I would love to accomplish being married to one person and staying until death. That's definitely one of them. Another thing I'd like to accomplish is to have a kid get to where they feel successful in life. Another one that I'd like to accomplish is I was going to say all of my family, but I don't care about... Let me not say I don't care about all my family. Not that I don't care about all my family. I'm trying to say, like, all of the people that I care about, I'm not going to say who, but all the people's opinions that I care about are proud of me and look up to me in some way. Mm-hmm. And even, like, in terms of you, like, even though you're older than me and you're my mom, I would still want you to be proud of me and also look up to me in some way.
I am super proud of you. I'm genuine. I am super proud of you.
Thank you.
And I look up to you in so many ways.
What's
like,
one of
you
them?
give me a lot of wisdom. When I speak to you, I grow. I hang on the phone often, and like the next day I'll talk to Dia, my mom, and I'll say, I came up with this idea because I was just talking to Devon. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll be rearranging our closets and our space and like getting rid of stuff. I have trash bags and stuff because there was like simplicity. And you just need to have the simple things and have the things that matter. But even like our conversations, like I think you get that a lot from me of being intentional with your space and where you're at, and we're gonna be genuine and we're gonna be real because there's no point in having it. And now to see him as an adult actually do that stuff, our conversations, I'm like, I walk away so fulfilled. And I am genuinely proud of you.
Thanks.
Of the man that you are. And I grow. When you have relationships with people down, it's like, I don't want to be my kid's best. I don't want to be their friend. No. Like, you're now an adult. And a relationship is a 2-way street. And I grow when I talk to you. I'm like, wow, I want to be a better person because I just had this conversation with Devon. And he just empowered me to say what's on my mind. Like, yeah, he just empowered me.
Appreciate that.
So you already have that wish, honestly.
Thank you.
Yes.
Jay?
I think 3 things I would want to accomplish in life, like in my entire life. It was 1, to be stable, like to remain successful, but not like let it like get to my head, like to remain the person I am. 2, to like stay with the person I'm with, and like never like I feel like people like grow, get older, and like things change. I feel like just keep communication going, and always
change together.
I feel like people like get older and I forget like it's okay to have fun. It's okay to have feelings, but don't let it affect how you love this person. And like 3, I feel like to just remain like, to stay happy and like get a good relationship with God, and like just always be complacent. Because I've never had like I'd be like, dang, how does this person feel so depressed? Like I've never had a moment in my life where I was ever sad. Like, so just to remain like, even I know you go through stuff in life, but to not let it like cloud how I'm always happy with myself. So just remain
nice,
chill, mellow, and calm.
You are very chill and mellow.
I love that.
before Jordan goes, can you pass me that charger, that yellow charger? Either one of y'all, so I can plug this computer out. It's about that. Before Jordan goes, can you pass me that? Oh, sorry. There you go. Thank you.
So first thing I want to accomplish is in life is I want to be a better person, not just as in like, I mean like better to people, because oftentimes I'm kind of rude and I just been rude I was rude my whole life, but I just want to be like not nicer, but I want to treat people good, like people that treat me good. I want to treat them good because I'm oftentimes like I treat people how I just want, and it's not right, and I feel like it's really selfish of me sometimes to do the things and say the things I want that's like just pops up in my mind. So I want to be a better person. And two, what else?
Before you say two, what's a way that you think you'd be able to work on that though?
Be a better person. I just need to think before I speak mostly, and just treat people how I would want to be treated. Because I know if I was me, and if I was someone else and I'm me and someone's me and I'm like, dang, why are you talking to me like that? Because sometimes like when I walk away from conversation, I'm like, dang, did I just really say that, or did I just really do that? And then I'm like, dang, and it makes me think a lot. So it's like, dang.
At least you're self-aware.
So
Yeah.
I think you can start. I think Devon told me this. I don't know. But I think you can start by when you're asking yourself, like, should you say it? You can start by thinking, okay, will this matter in 2 days? If it will, cool. Will this matter in 2 weeks? If it will, cool. Will this matter in 2 months? If you get to a point where it's no, then like just don't say it. Because if it really matters, then obviously you need to say it, and maybe then that's when you think of a different way to say it, and so it doesn't come out as harsh. But you have to think about how important is this to me, and kind of choose your own battles.
Mm-hmm. And also with that too, like if you feel like, dang, I just walked away from that conversation, I said something that could have hurt them, and I don't want to hurt them, then there is going to be a time and place where you have to like come to yourself and be like, let me tell them I didn't mean that. Even if it's like it hurt, it's hard to realize that and go and talk to them when you know that person isn't happy with you right now. But it's like, hey, I didn't mean that. I'm gonna go back to my room, but I really didn't mean that, and just leave it at that.
That's good.
Because I know there's a lot of times when people say things, or whenever I've said things to people, and I'm like, dang, that was a little bit too far, and then you just leave it at that, and then they think that now whatever you said, they think you meant that. When a lot of times you don't mean we don't mean what we say in the moment.
But you still have to own it.
But you still have to own up to it.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to be like, oh no, I didn't mean that. Da, da, da. I did say that, but that's not. I didn't want to hurt you. Like you can mean what you say and it be hurtful, but you might not want to hurt somebody, and you want to let people know I don't want to hurt you.
Right.
So I think that could be something that you could do in service of that. But anyway, what's your other?
My other one is I want to go out more. Like I want to go like explore. Like I want to be out. Like with my friend. Like because my friends, like I cut a lot of people off ever since I got in this relationship that I'm in now. I cut most of like the females off, and like I put them like off. But I've been closer with like my closer guy friends, and we got closer. I've went to we had like hangouts. I slept over and stuff like that. And like I want to go like out and adventure, like maybe hiking, like something like just to do, like something to say, oh, I've done that, or something like that.
Well, today we're gonna go play on that ice.
You're very adventurous.
So yeah, I want to do stuff like I want to be the one where like say we're skydiving, y'all are all scared to jump, so I'm like, okay, let's just go, and I want to jump first.
You would jump first.
And I would I want to be like the one that's like, okay, y'all won't do it, I'll do it. Yeah. Like I want to do that, or I want people to be like
inspiration.
Yeah, I want people to be like, if I'm not around, they're like, dang, Jordan would have did that, or call me like, Jordan, you would have did yada yada yada, and stuff like that, because I like those. And my third one, this is a stretch, but. My third one, I want to have kids before Dia passes. I want my kids to meet
so Dia. Valid.
I want, cause like, no shade, but Dia is I'm really closer to Dia, and Dia, me and Dia are really close, and I really love Dia. So I want my
That's
kids
valid.
to meet Dia.
I feel
Now,
like
I wouldn't.
Dia and Granny.
Yeah, I want them to meet Granny too, but Granny is at the stage right now where she's already like, you could tell she's like kind of, her memory's already kind of like losing, because every time we talk, she has the same questions. But it's like, I mean, I'm thankful that she's like still here and talking to me. So I cherish the moments that we do talk, and I try to talk to them. And she was she was in the hospital.
She was sick.
She was sick, and I remember I called my dad, and they were just like telling me how I'm so thoughtful, and like Miss Alicia was just going on and saying how I'm really thoughtful and kind and stuff like that. And I really like that when people like give me compliments like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just want my kids to meet Dia and see how great we grew up and how we got our way with Dia.
Yes.
So like Dia could tell them memories, and
yes.
So yeah, I want my kids to meet Dia.
I literally say that all the time. I'm like, I want to have, a part of me wants to hurry up and have a kid just so like the older people in my family can all get to meet my kid, and especially Dia. Like, my kids wouldn't be the best kids ever if they don't get to meet Dia.
Right.
Like, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the position Candy's in right now, she's like real lucky.
Yeah, she's really lucky.
That she gets to grow up and like experience all that stuff.
With Dia.
Literally.
Yeah.
Nice. I think it's yours.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. What is it again?
3 accomplishments.
3 accomplishments. Sorry. Man, I really want to rock at my marriage. I want to rock.
You've been doing good though, because y'all are going to church together. Y'all have been going to like groups together.
My best friend.
Yeah.
I found my best friend, and so I want to grow old with this man. He knows me, so I can literally walk through a door and him being like, what's wrong? You know? Mm-hmm. So that's my big, and I want us to enjoy life. Like, our kids are now getting older. I'm actually very happy that we don't have children together, that we can separate that part of it, and that they're all getting older. And we're about to rock this life out. Like, we're about to be on vacation. Y'all gonna be like, Mom, you going again? Yeah, we out. Like, I'm so excited for my future. So that's 1. 2, sorry. I laugh when I get nervous. Just a little scared.
I'm a little nervous.
I want my mom to genuinely be proud of me. I want my mom to be proud of me. She probably is.
I mean, she's definitely. Because, I mean, even like, so you had me, not super young, but you had me pretty young at an unexpected time. And then, like, I mean, I would like to say that I've done some pretty good things. I've accomplished a lot, gotten medals, gotten awards, all that stuff. And then you have Jay about to go to the Navy, going through college. And then, like we talked about in the other video, he was going through some stuff where you were like, I don't know what to do. And then I'm sure.
Y'all go.
And that's my third. That's my third, my children.
Yeah.
Like, I want it. It's nothing better for me to hear my kids say things that I've told them. Nothing else in this world. And Chris and I have a really good understanding, which is what I love about him. I know people say your husband comes first. No, my kids come first. And I'm not even saying that's the right thing. It's Angela's thing. You know, and I'm not saying that that's what you should do. It's what I do. And I know my flaws, and I know things that I'm not going to apologize for. And I want my children to be in a happy place. I want them to always look and say, like, at the end of the day, my mom's got me. You know, like, that's my biggest accomplishment. Sorry, y'all, it should not be.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I think they've all kind of said that in different ways in this video, too. So. And
even what you just said with the whole 2 weeks, 2 days, 3 weeks, a few years thing.
Yeah.
That was something that she taught us. So it's like, it's even like we pass that on to other people. And then people come to, like, I don't know about you guys, but people come to me all the time, like, can I have some advice for this? Can I have advice for that?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, my mom told me to do this. So, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I definitely think that me, Jay, and Jordan, I can probably speak for all of us when we can say, like, we're definitely proud of you.
Yeah.
And, like, all the stuff that you've been through, Jonathan's been through, my dad, Chris, like, all of the things that y'all have done collectively to get us to where we are now.
And I like how y'all made things like for you and my dad, we didn't even know what y'all had going on, but y'all still, when we were all around, y'all still put a smile on. Like, y'all could have been arguing behind closed doors, but we didn't know. We still made the best out of our childhood. Y'all still got us everything we needed when we wanted to get what we needed and stuff like that. So I think you did a great job.
I think it's so crazy how you guys worked so much to get us the stuff we wanted, but still were able to build a bond with us and also instill in us these morals and how to be a good person. Yeah. Like, most people who work that much as parents don't have time to talk. You still came in. It was like, guys, you're not going to act like this. You're going to go in here. You're going to sit down. You're going to be respectful. You're going to say hi.
Yeah.
I think that's very important.
And I think that comes with, like, you being intentional, too. Because, like you're saying, you try to be intentional. And there are people who are with their mom literally all day because their mom is a stay-at-home mom. And they learn nothing. And so it's like, with you being intentional at that time, you're able to kind of teach people stuff, even if it's just like you're having a 15-minute conversation or something like that.
Yeah. So we all just pile up on that bed, Kardashians on.
We do that still. Me and my mom go in the rooms, be like, "Ooh, the Kardashians came out."
Yep.
And I don't even know how it started. I think my mom just watched it, and we all were in that time. We just started watching
the Empire,
right? Then the Empire, and then we threw a party for Empire series.
We literally would throw watch parties for Empire. Yeah,
Empire would come on,
talk about something they have going on there, and then I think you'll like notice that it might hit like a nerve in us sometimes, and then suddenly we're like pouring our life out, and we're like, "Dang, this is my mom." So yeah, I think you've definitely done a good job.
Yeah.
So
thank you guys. Good to know.
Last one.
Yeah, I got to do something good. I think first, I definitely would want to be a mother or a mother figure of some sort. I think I'm not naturally as maternal as I could be, or like as some people are, like at least towards other people's kids. But I do want to build more of that softer vibe and like be a mother to someone. And also another thing I would want to do is just be able for other people to say that like I showed up for them in some type of way. Like if you're in my life, to be able to say I showed up for you. And then another one is probably like have a good marriage, especially coming from, it's not even like a divorce home, but just like my mom and dad were never really together. They were together as boyfriend and girlfriend, but not like married. Yeah. And so, I definitely want to be able to stay in my relationship as long as I can, as long as both of us are alive. And, yeah, I feel like that's super important to me because I wouldn't want, first of all, I don't want to learn anything else about anybody else other than Devon. And so, I don't want to know your favorite color. I don't want to know what foods you like or what makes you mad. And so I just feel like
I couldn't even imagine
starting over all over again. I would probably be done.
I don't have it in me.
If like something went wrong, I literally would be like, dang, I'm just gonna have to.
That's why people
for a minute.
I'm gonna be a hoe.
For a minute.
I can't talk to like I
so
can't
much
do that again.
Time and money and money.
And then like what me and Devon always say is like, if you think about it, there isn't much baggage that we had to tell each other because we were there when it was going on. So if you meet somebody in their 30s and it's like
what it was 15 years prior,
they're trying to fill you in, and then they may or may not say some things that are actually important to know. And so now it's seeming like, are you really the person I thought you were? And it's just, I feel like we have definitely with you guys and with our relationships, it's like I'm glad that I'm one of the first serious girlfriends or wife that Devon has, because I don't have to like be like, oh my gosh, is he actually telling me the truth? Like, did that really happen? Is that how that happened? Or is he trying to make himself look good?
Right, because you were there.
Yeah, because I was there, so I know. And so y'all feel that too. Yeah.
And even with y'all, like, I feel like y'all can even talk to Jaelyn about, or say things around Jaelyn that I'm not like, I don't have to be like,
Right.
Yeah.
because she was literally there at the house.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is cool. That, I mean, you knew them since they were little kids.
Yeah.
Even vice versa. Like, I've known Quinn, your little brother, since he was running around in
3 or something like that. Yeah.
Right, that's a cool feeling.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
really nice. We always talk about that we don't want to have to
I
go through
love
all
that for y'all.
Yeah.
That's your 3?
Yeah, that's my 3.
Love that.
Nice. Those are some good questions.
And
so.
let me say, as far as the first one, the mother one, because I grew up. I mean, I'm very. I was kind of selfish, like I mean, but I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And my parents like really made it about me. Like I'm the star of the show. So Devon humbled me, and I didn't care about people's kids. I didn't like, oh, they're cute. Like I literally was that person. Like, oh, they're real cute, and they're yours. That's great.
Yeah.
But once Devon came along, in an instant, and I mean in an instant, my whole entire. Yeah. I always say, I tell Chris, like, Devon changed my entire life. Mm-hmm. Because it stopped being about Angela, and I had to focus on this beautiful human being. And I literally would, like, hold him. I mean, I'm sure your dad would tell you. And I cry. And I'm like, I miss him. Like, yeah, this is a baby. And I feel that, because we're very similar. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of detached if it's not really about us for the moment, and not in a selfish way.
Yeah.
But we have other things going on,
Right.
you know. But when it becomes like that's ours,
Yeah.
and it's my responsibility, we immediately take that responsibility on, and all that comes with it.
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't even have to. It's going to come, and everyone give you all the advice they want to until that moment comes and you hold that child in your arms. You'll be like, yeah, okay, when I feel it. Yeah. It will be that moment where everything else is just like that mother thing comes.
Yeah.
It will. It definitely, yeah.
I also feel like I don't ever get worried whenever because you say that usually all the time, and I don't ever like.
Yeah, it's just because like some people will be like, they'll see other people's kids and be like, it's a kid and I want to hold it and squeeze it and play with it, and I'm like, I don't really want to play with that kid.
Yeah, but I think also like there's other things that you may not have seemed like you would have been the way that you are until it happened, like you were saying. And then like even being a wife, you didn't know how to be a wife, I didn't know how to be a husband. We suddenly made this decision, and not suddenly, but we made this decision, and then you're like already doing things that like nobody necessarily like taught you, but you jumped into the role and like I mean, have been doing everything great. So it's just like, I think with a parent, like I never worry about like whenever you say stuff about kids or whatever, I'm never like, ugh, is she going to, I know I talk to you about like, are you going to play outside with them? Yeah. But I know that you would want your kids to be as happy as possible. Mm-hmm. And if what makes your kid happy is them playing outside, and I know you'd be close with them to where you'd be like, let me go out there. Even if it's, I'll sit out here and record you while you film whatever. Like, I feel like you would definitely do that to your kids. So I don't ever worry about that at all. Because I know even with like Coda, there's things that like you wouldn't necessarily want to do that you're just like, okay, I just have to, let me just do it. But then like you still find joy in it. So it's not like, oh, I got to take care of him today most of the time. So, I mean, and Coda's a dog, so it's going to be a little different. But but yeah, I'm sure you'll be a good mom. But yeah, so this was the Greycious Podcast. I did.
He did his first.
Oh, I apologize, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is the Greycious Podcast. All of our equipment's about to die.
Right.
We done got these little microphones and everything. Got the iPad, the laptops, the phones.
It's so much money in here from all these
equipment.
Yeah.
It's wild. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, repost. But yeah, so It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm sure we're going to continue. We all have a bunch more questions. So
Yeah.
We've just been asking questions all weekend, really.
All weekend.
Yeah, so we'll continue catching up. We're going to go get some good food. Of course, we're going to go live after this. And again, make comment and let us know if we should start going live on Instagram or anything else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Devon Gray.
Jaelyn Gray.
'Cause I don't know what you'll say. All I know
We will see you guys another time.
Bye.